Good day, London. Let's get real with Hoba. It's been a beautiful day. I believe today's weather is a lot better compared to every other day. But if you're feeling cold, just get a cup of coffee or a cup of tea because we have two interesting personalities in our midst today. They are extremely intelligent, talented, and I'll tell you they are both handsome. But I think they're already taken. So for all you ladies out there, this was they're going maybe probably I don't know. There might likely be one of them that is available, but that is not the reason for our discussion today. I want to welcome everyone. So let's get real with Oba. My name is Oba Boniface Omozuapo. It's time to get our guests to introduce themselves. They are very interesting personalities. Like I said, the first one is known as AJ, but he's going to tell us who he really is so that we'll get to know him. And the second one is Chirag, so we'll get to know what they're into. I believe that you are in for a good ride. Let's just take a while as we just for a second. I'm going to come back and in the next few minutes to speak to us all. Welcome back, London. Let's get real. I'm here to invite our guests, AJ and Chirag, to introduce themselves. AJ. I love the name AJ because there's so many good AJs out there. And not like the bosser. You're not into bossing, but the name AJ resonates positively to many of our audience. And so we're going to like you to introduce yourself. Who is AJ?
So my name is AJ. AJ is short for Ajitpal Babbra. I'm a filmmaker based in London, so I'm a writer, director, producer. And so I basically make films with my colleague Chirag. And we've been making short films. Last week at the British Film Festival we won an award for best editing for a short film.
We're going to be coming to that very soon. It's nice to know that because AJ is a go-getter. He just want to go straight, pop, 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 pop. This movie directors, they just want to get in there. And so that's why AJ, we're here to listen to you. I so much love your attitude. And when I came into the studio today, you came earlier than normal. And that is something I love. It shows your entrepreneurial skill and your business sense. And that is important for someone that really wants to excel in business and especially in the business of entertainment. I know you have a lovely partner close to you, someone I believe would like to know. And so Chirag, you want to talk more about yourself? Who are you?
Yeah, so
our listeners are watching, they are listening and watching you. Who is this?
Yeah, so I'm Chirag. I'm a photographer, and I'm the guy usually behind the camera.
The guy behind the camera, that's interesting. Eddie, I would like you to talk to us a bit of your story. How did you start? You seem to be a man of many parts in this business. Just talk to us from the beginning. What happened? Always Eddie. How did Eddie decide to go into movie, the entertainment industry?
Yeah, to be honest, I was always interested in movies since I was a kid. So as a kid, obviously, I loved the James Bond films. I think that was the first live action film that I kind of seen, and just loved the kind of thriller, spy kind of genre right from the beginning. But apart from that, I also enjoy dramas, comedies, Disney films, etc. Okay. And I was always interested in how the movies made you feel at the end when the credits started rolling.
Okay.
And for some, I never really wanted to be an actor. I was always how did it make it? How did it actually go about making me feel that way? And what happened when I was 14, 15, me and my friends used to play PlayStation and stuff like that. And there was a PlayStation webcam called iToy.
Okay.
And that could also double as a camera. And so me and my friends started making small comedy sketches in his room and stuff, where we would like experiment with disappearing. So if you film something and then you tell the person to move away and then you film that and then you edit it together, you can make the effect that someone is disappearing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and so that was a moment that kind of like was a spark.
Okay. But can you tell us about your early inspiration from Nollywood, Hollywood, and things like that? And you grew up here in where's that place again? That's the experience in.
Yeah.
Is there any influence from this direction?
Obviously in Leytonstone, actually Alfred Hitchcock was born in Leytonstone, right?
Okay.
So around Leytonstone there were a lot of like, in the underground station, there were a lot of like mosaics to the bird, Psycho, etc.
Okay.
There's a hotel there as well called the Alfred Hitchcock Hotel, and basically like it was always around. And then when it came to like people like Steven Spielberg, Scorsese, Christopher Nolan, Tarantino,
these are good
films that I used to kind of watch. And obviously we're both Indian, right? So we've got that Bollywood influence as well. So people like Shah Rukh Khan.
Do you sing and dance?
We can try, but yeah.
You can try. Okay.
I've seen a few Nollywood films such as Lionheart.
Lovely movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm really interested in a lot of movies, to be honest.
Okay, we'll be coming back to you. There's so much I would love to ask you concerning that. Your experience is similar? You have something different?
Very similar in that sense.
Okay.
So grew up in the same area.
Okay.
And my influences, I've always sort of been into photography.
Okay.
So sort of delved into sort of filmmaking and video. And it's just gone from there really. So everything really inspired me. So I've got a very photography mind.
So what's the world of a cinematographer like?
Yeah.
What is it like?
Don't know really. It's everything really. Just you see things very differently. So you may look at like a road or a tree or anything.
And you're seeing things other people are not seeing.
Yeah, exactly. So we see sort of creative ideas and angles in that sense from certain things. So it's sort of.
Okay, as a cinematographer, do you have input to the quality of movies? And do you speak to directors, producers on the direction they should? Do you listen to him when he gives you as you're a director? What's the relation? How does it really work? Because I know the cinematographer is someone behind the scene, and without them there's no movie. But people tend not to recognize them in the movie industry. Very few times you have cinematographer being celebrated. And so I want to ask you, let me take these questions to you as a director. Do you take counsel from a cinematographer when putting movies together, putting a project together?
Yeah, so cinematographer-director relationship is super important. So it's obviously a director and the producers that tend to get the most plaudits when a film goes well in terms of the visual. So visually, we're talking about how light affects the scene.
Okay.
If it's a close-up shot, if it's like a zoom shot, if it's like a establishing shot, I might ask him like, what do you think is better for this?
To be fair with you, I'm impressed. I can tell why you won you got the award, because most directors don't listen to cinematographers. They feel they know it all, so they don't get the best from the team. And for what I've tried to research you, and I've got to know you're a good team player. And you proved that by bringing your cinematographer here. It shows that you respect his input, and that is good. So we're going to learn a lot from the two of you. And I believe emerging entrepreneurs and movie producers, this is something they want to see. And so it's not a one-man show. There's so much when it comes to film production, and you're not just saying it, you're living it, and I'm really impressed by that. And so I want to say this, from comedy sketches to film and making lovely movies. Is it a problem of not making too much money in comedy? Or you just want to make more bucks, you need more pounds, or you're just passionate about filmmaking? Just talk to us, let me hear.
Well, when I was making the comedy sketches at 14 to 15, that was with my friend Warren. We were doing it for fun, like we were teenagers, right? So we just wanted to have a laugh, basically. We weren't taking it too seriously. Really, it's not like I'm against comedy. Actually, our next short film, Fountain of Youth, is a like a dark comedy.
Okay.
It's a satire, and so we still like the comedy stuff. But I think the films which have influenced me the most are the like thrillers and dramas. Yeah. So they tend to be also comedy is very hard to do as well because either it's funny or it's not.
Okay.
So if you think you've got a scene right and you're in the audience and no one's laughing, then it's a failure in a way.
Okay.
With a drama, you can get away with it. Like with a drama, you can have comedy moments, but everyone knows it's a drama.
Okay.
With a thriller, you can have thriller moments or horror moments, and everyone knows. Okay, fair enough. With a comedy, if you don't laugh, then everyone's gonna say, "Oh, that's not a good, that's not a good film."
So it's a bit tough to be a comedian.
It definitely is. I definitely have more respect for comedy filmmakers now because it's a really hard thing to do to make people laugh.
But do you still do comedy? Do you still organize comedy shows?
I love watching them.
Okay.
But to actually make one myself, the script has to be really good.
Okay.
And I mean, I've got a few comedy ideas, but I'm not. They're not actually priority at the moment, just because I'm trying to like make the thrillers and dramas at the moment.
That's good. And you missed your comedy season, or you wish you could go back?
No, I love it. So working in different genres is great. It's amazing. It's dynamic. It gives you sort of different outputs in terms of filming, and I love it. So any sort of genre.
I think both of you are the future here in the UK. I'm serious. I love the synergy I'm seeing, and so let's take it further. Writing and directing. How is it like? What's your experience so far?
Well, I mean, I love to direct, and basically we weren't taking it too seriously. I would say writing is definitely more difficult in terms of like you can get writer's block, which means you write.
But you do write.
Yeah.
So most of your movies, or
I write all.
You write all your movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
I found that writer directors tend to have better movies in general. So if you write and direct, right, there's no lost communication between the writer and the director.
Okay.
So, for example, Nolan and Tarantino write all their own movies, so there's no interpretation needed because it's all in their head. They know exactly what they want to see.
Okay.
So writing does take a long time, whereas directing, normally everything is ready and all you have to do is kind of direct to be a part of. And then it also got into City of Angels in Los Angeles. So
and so I want to ask about talk to us about the awards and your present experience in the industry. What is happening at the moment? What's going on with you?
So our short film Infidelity is on the film festival run at the moment, so it's done quite well. So I think originally it got into Romford Film Festival in East London, which is a great film festival to be a part of, and then it also got into City of Angels in Los Angeles. So I went to LA in October, and we won an award there as well. I went to LA in October, and we won an award there as well.
Well, let's clap for you. Okay. Audience, this is a champion in the studio.
And so we won like best thriller there, and so basically we it was a great experience. Actually, the actor Tom came with Joe. You can come to LA, right?
Make it.
But Tom, the main actor, Tom Hilton came,
and
we had a great time in LA. Yeah, it was really
one of my best.
Yeah.
And you met him?
Of course. Yeah, I mean he arrived in a tuxedo. It was quite funny because he didn't want to carry like a big suitcase, so he ended up there with a tuxedo, and we had a great time there. It was really good. And then last week we met Maya at the British Film Festival, where we won for best editing. So Infidelity has done quite well on the film festival circuit. It's got quite a few awards and been screened. So Chirag, you were there last week, and Breaking TV, which was another film festival we're going to. So it's done quite well, and so we're pretty happy. Obviously, this interview has come out of the British Film Festival last week, and we've had a couple more interviews. So it's good, like getting yourself out there, because just 2.5 years ago there was nothing happening, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, just told me, and it looks as if you've been in the industry for decades. It's lovely. The future is very bright, very bright. Are you going to be working on independent scripts, or is there room? Because I believe our listeners globally, they're listening to you at the moment. You both have good attitude. That's the truth. People want to say, okay, I want to work with AG. I want to work with. Did I add weight to this? Are you open to independent scripts and independent movies, not directly from you guys? You want to direct it, you want to shoot. Are you guys open to that?
I mean, I definitely am. So, I mean, a good script is a good script, right? So, if you know, someone comes to me with a very good script, you know, you can contact me and we can talk about it. But I mean, everyone who writes the script thinks their script is good, right? Okay. So, you have to be quite professional in terms of, you know, you've got to like talk to the person and be like, okay, this is not the right script for me, but I can recommend a director that would be good for you. I think I got one script, I think last year for a short film, and the subject matter was something I didn't think I could do justice to. Wow. And so I said, I have to pass on it, sorry, but I can recommend you this director. I mean, how about yourself, Chirag?
Yeah, are there movies you don't get involved in? You don't want to? Do you reject movies?
It depends, really. It depends. Same as AJ, I'd have to look at the script, have a little read through, and then check. I think previous history is very important too. So if you've got history that you've worked in previous projects before, and I'd like to see how they've done it, it gives you an insight into the project that they're looking to create. But yeah, I'm open to ideas. I'm open to working on anything, really. I think that's how you learn as well. You get better in your craft and your skill by being challenged in different environments, in that sense.
Okay. So. I want to find out, both of you are a production company?
Well, not at the moment, really. Because we're still at the short film stage, we are kind of independent. But eventually, like when we make feature films, which we're planning to do in the next year or two.
Because I think you guys are long overdue for that.
Yeah.
And you guys are good. Your experience listening to you. I think I don't want to just go ahead of you guys, but I think you should be having your film production industry, a company. And it will help you to engage with people and also for people to engage with you, and that create more value. And because one of the things I've experienced interviewing people oftentimes is, and I believe your cases are different because you guys are unique, that's the truth, not because you guys are here. I've seen very talented people not properly managed. And because they do not understand the difference between the business and the talent. The business of the industry is a whole lot completely different. You can be extremely talented, but you do not understand the business of entertainment.
Yeah.
So you might get burnt, and so you've got to develop a structure, a solid structure in place that supports the talent. And so when I see good people like you, one of the things I try to talk to them about is, because you've got to develop a brand, and then you've got to develop a structure, an entity, and so that it's not just about you, it's not an entity people deal with.
Yeah. Cool.
And I believe so many people want to engage with you right away, but I often say don't let people engage with you as a person, let them engage with you as a corporate entity.
Yeah.
It's a complete different reality.
Yeah.
And that is where we see both of you in 2025. And we look forward coming to unveil the company, the office space, and both of you, and take the cup of coffee, the pictures and everything. And Fancy Radio will be glad to be part of that, really, because two of you are model for young people in the business, and you are cool-headed and you're very intelligent, and that is lovely. So that is why I'm going to ask you this question. I've just said something. I don't know if you're buying to that, but I think you deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve that very serious, because it would be unfair for your talent not to be fully maximized. And look at you meeting Tom, my guy. I love to meet him, and you've met him already before me, and that's lovely. So the more you do that, you have the brand management team around the both of you. The sky will be your limit.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, you were asking about mentors earlier, and so I mean, I've done some producing courses, and there is a type of mentor figure that we've got, and he actually advised the same thing. So he's based in America. He's like a producer, and he deals with distribution as well. And so that's the kind of mentor figure that we have, and we're kind of starting to talk to him. But you're right. We're definitely going in that direction.
And that takes us to something beautiful. What is the future for you, and then you? What are we expecting from you?
Well,
in 2025?
Yeah, I mean, our short film Fountain of Youth, which is our next film after Infidelity, is going to start the film festival run in January. So we'll be doing another year of like film festival stuff with that film. But at the same time, I'm writing a feature film script, my first feature film script, and so we're kind of developing that. We're looking at for funding, for example. We're looking for like cast and crew as well. So that will kind of take place over the first few months of 2025.
Okay, I'm just going to pause you for a while. Someone like you are worthy of every fund available. That if you are listening out there and there's someone you want to invest in 2025, come on guys, these are two gentlemen you should be thinking of. Just reach out to us and we're going to see how we connect you to them. And then you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel and Fancy Television. I'm going to see it online. You're going to see that. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Fancy Radio YouTube channel, the Fancy TV YouTube channel, because we truly love people like the people I'm interviewing here today. So, investors, if you want, and I tell you, there's so much money in the entertainment industry. That's the truth. You want to take advantage of this talent before they become too hot to handle. Let's get them now. So please, and let's talk further about that investment part and talk about other things. What's the future? Keep on.
So I mean, my goal is to make feature films now,
Okay.
next year and ongoing. That's my passion. So I think obviously I've got a day job as well, but at the same time, that helps kind of fund my dream of like being a director full time.
Okay, and I tell you, your day job will soon come to an end. In a positive, because you're going to be so busy in 2025. I see that happening there with you, the award you just won, and several awards waiting for you. And I tell you the truth is that you're going to be so busy in 2025. I hope we'll be able to reach out to you in 2025 because we won't have to book an appointment. We'll just go to. And so, okay, so, and you was in for you in 2025?
Yeah, so 2025, I've got a lot of plans. Like Adrian said, just working on this feature film, preparing it, planning it, producing it, implementing ideas, and just working on different projects really. So expanding on my skills and just getting out there really, just getting out there. So just doing everything.
Okay.
Challenging yourself is the biggest thing.
Lovely, I like that. So I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to just talk to the world, everything you want to say, and about yourself, your business, and just market yourself to the world.
All right. I mean, so you guys, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Ajitpal_B. So that's AJITPAL_B, and I'm a writer director. Interested in working with and collaborating with a lot of people, working on a feature film soon, so if you're interested in being a part of that, please get in contact. My website's ajitpalbabbra.com, and you'll see some more from us coming in 2025.
Lovely.
My Instagram handle is Chirag Gadvi Photography. It's CHIRAGGADHVI Photography. I've been doing photography for about 10 years. And film for about 4 years now, and you can catch me on there. All my work is on there, and just looking forward to working in 2025 with new people and just different people with different ideas and
lovely.
And I think one thing I'd really say to everyone who's a creative is to get out there. You may sort of have doubts about your work and you may never think that it's good enough, but just go out there, do what you've got to do. Put your work out there and be proud of it and own it and just keep pushing forward and keep giving the world your art in that sense. So that's how
I'm so excited to say that we've started getting feedback concerning our guests in the house and AG and Chirag. So we have a question from the Nigerian audience to them. AG, are you ready as a director to partner with the Nigerian movie industry? Because you've got, when there's need for Bollywood, Nollywood, and also the Western movie industry to collaborate, you look like someone that can create this bridge. What is your take?
Of course, I mean, listen, when it comes to storytelling, it doesn't matter if it's Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood. We're always super interested in working with collaborators. especially because I love the film Lionheart, which came out around 6 years ago,
Okay.
and it just showed how good Nollywood can be. So it's more about a story. I know Chirag's worked with someone.
I've worked with in Congo actually. I worked with a director called Andy Kunda, and he runs the Pan African Film Festival.
Wow.
He put on some great films from Africa, and some of the work that's coming out of Africa is amazing. Especially from Nigeria as well. You've got great movies in there as well, and but I'm open to everything really in that sense.
I think something is just, there's this angel speaking to me right now. I'm just, I'm seeing a partnership with Fancy Radio, AJ Film Incorporated, AJ Chirag Film Incorporated, or whatever the name is, and I believe it's going to be a lovely name very soon. And putting together the Nollywood and Bollywood Summit and London Summit, and putting up a program because there's so many Nollywood directors in the UK at the moment, and there's so many Bollywood directors at the moment, filmmakers at the moment, but we need someone that can stand as the bridge to bring this together. We need to maximize, because I'm going to say something very quiet and I don't want everybody to know. The future belongs to India and Africa. Did you just say what I said?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, I know everybody just heard me. This is radio. And the world is moving towards India and the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
And anyone that understands this will be the drivers of the 21st century economy in every sector.
That is true.
The collaboration between India and Africa is the future of the business ecosystem. And in that lies culture. This India, the people of great culture, and then the African continent. And in the African continent, you talk about Nigeria, the largest populated country in Africa, the largest black populated country in the world. And I'll tell you, we need to maximize this. And I think the time is now. We need to tell our stories, and we need to also maximize the market. So I'm really looking forward to this in 2025. Fancy Radio partnership with AJ, and let's get the Bollywood Nollywood Summit, Film Summit in place.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Are we ready for this?
In Hawaii, right?
Okay, so your final word regarding this, and then you.
Look at what Nigeria is doing on the stage when it comes to industry and business, etc. Like a lot of stuff is happening. In places like Lagos, for example, and there's all kinds of things happening. And there's a lot of talent in Africa and India which is not being kind of like harnessed properly, just because there's such a focus on like kind of Western cinema, Western arts. But I think if you definitely put your mind to it, what do you think, Chirag?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of homegrown talent in these places, and it's a powerhouse in that sense in terms of the countries. You've got great Nigerian Yoruba films as well and stuff. So you've got you're good.
And the good thing about London is that there are a lot of Indians and Nigerians in London and the UK. So so this is the kind of spark.
So I'll call it a trinity of the future: Britain, India, and Nigeria. We're in for something great in 2025. So expect the invitation. We're going to have this meeting for more interviews, and this will certainly come to pass. So if you're a producer from Nigeria, from Africa, and you're a producer from India, you want to talk with AJ and Chirag, you want to talk with the Fancy Radio, because we are coming in, we're cooking something in the studio, and I'll tell you, it will be food for everyone, enough for everyone to eat. And I want to thank you once again, AJ, for just staying a while. I know you were supposed to leave, and Chirag, I'm so grateful to have both of you on this topic, discussing this topic. It's so awesome discussing with both of you. This is lovely. And I must say to all our listeners that these people are rare breed. They've got the right attitude, the right aptitude. And I think listening to them, I'm extremely see people with the right attitude. and I believe they are also affordable at a point. I know time will come, not many will be able to afford your service, but I think that people listening to you can still afford your service, either directing a movie, short movies, or an event, and then the cinematography part of it. And so I want you to give us a call, subscribe. You've gotten their own links and how to reach out to them. I want to thank you, London. We are grateful for every one of you that tuned into today's interview. I will look forward to having you being part of some other beautiful interview being put in place. Tomorrow will be extremely great, but we have a lot of good music and program still on, so do not tune away from this channel. And we look forward to seeing you. Do have a great day and continue taking that cup of tea. Make sure you stay warm. It's nice to be with you today. My name is Boniface Omozuapo. Let's get it real.